My blade resembles a flowing river.
My blade invokes images of a roaring flame.
Oh, there's a snake on my arm!
Ladies, gentlemen, and tarnished of all ages, if you want your armory in Elden Ring to be one of legend, you'll need to collect all different kinds of weapons. Ones that stab, ones that slash, ones that smack, ones that glow, and then make weird noises. A true collector has one of everything worthy of note. And so today I will be presenting you with another collection of 8 weapons that you don't want to miss in Elden Ring. Without further ado, first up is the Dragonscale Blade. This katana, made from the scale of a dragon believed to be the source of immortality for ancient dragons, looks absolutely gorgeous. The moveset is the general standard katana moveset, but it makes it look even better just because of the weapon itself. The unique skill it has is called Ice Lightning Sword, which is quite fitting. It makes it strike the blade with ice lightning while slamming it down in front of you. Afterwards, the ice lightning stays on the blade for a while, allowing you to fight with that effect just persistently. And honestly, if we are talking pure visuals, this thing is just a treat. It isn't the strongest thing out there, but that isn't the only reason that you would use a weapon, or even the only reason to have it in your collection. To use it properly, you need 12 strength and 20 dexterity. To acquire it for yourself, you'll need to reach the Lake of Rot region, which is done through the Ranni questline. If you need guidance with this, check out our Dark Moon Greatsword video linked below. Once you've reached the lake, simply walk south until you reach a hunched over figure that will awake when you arrive, to turn into a boss fight. Defeat the creature there, and when it dies, it will drop the Dragonscale Blade. Secondly, today is the Rusted Anchor Great Axe, which is named quite aptly as it is, well, a rusted anchor. It is actually really neat looking in game, and it is acquirable quite early in the game as well. As well as that, while the skill is the standard Great Axe skill Barbaric Roar, this weapon can be infused with Ashes of War and thus customized as you see fit. To wield it for yourself, you need to have 26 strength and 9 dexterity, and to acquire it for yourself, you'll need to reach the Morn Tunnel in the Weeping Peninsula, easiest access south of the Demi-Human Forest ruins. Once inside, head down as much as possible and forwards away from the Site of Grace to quite quickly find yourself face to face with a wooden double door. This door is to a boss room, and once you defeat the boss laying in wait, you will receive your very own Rusted Anchor. Third then will be the Regalia of Eochaid Straight Sword. This lovely blade almost looks like a piece of architecture more than it looks like a stabbing implement, but really that is just part of what makes it such a pretty looking weapon. The general moveset is standard, however the skill on it is generally unique, only shared with one other weapon in the game, and it is called Eochaid's Dancing Blade. You can charge this one up to fire it out in front of you in a corkscrew type motion. The longer that you charge it, the longer that it spins and further that it travels out forwards, and then you do an extra slash when it comes back to you in the end. To use this thing properly, you'll need to have 12 strength, 18 dexterity, and 15 arcane. To get it for yourself, you need to go to the Jail Cave in Western Caelid under the cliffs at the base of the fort. From the Astray from Caelid Highway north side of Grace, progress directly west through the swampy area to reach a stone sword key-locked cave. Open up the cave and enter, then progress forwards heading to the furthest down that you can access, as this will lead you to the boss of said cave at the bottom of a hole. Defeat the boss that is down the hole, and then afterwards don't leave the cave yet. Instead, go out forwards at this exit to get a very pretty view and an even prettier weapon all for yourself. Fourth up is the Cinquedea dagger. The original translation for this meaning 5 fingers, as the width of a standard Cinquedea blade, which is a real sword in real life, is approximately 5 fingers across. That said, this specific Cinquedea in this game has taken the translation a little bit literally, and has a full skeletal hand, 5 fingers, on its blade. This thing looks gnarly, but exceptionally cool, and while the moveset is standard and the skill it has is simply Quick Step, it cannot be infused with Ashes of War either. However, it does have a passive bonus of giving you 10% boost to bestial incantations. So if you are using those at all, then this weapon is a must-have in your arsenal. Otherwise, it might just be a must-have because of the pun in the name, or even just because of the obscure location that it's in. To use it, you need to have 10 strength and also 10 dexterity. To find it, first get to the Beast Sanctum in the northeast of Caelid, and then go around the back left side of the building. From here, you can actually survive jumping off the cliff onto some tree roots below. Carefully jump from there to the roof and then down towards the pillar at the end. Drop safely into this little nook and then use your horse to jump across again safely. From here, you can drop down onto the rocks below or have a fun time jumping across to the mirrored rocks on the opposite side. From here, continue down one more layer with the same out and back in style that we've been using. Once on this last level, wrap around to the west side of the building to find a corpse with the Cinquedea dagger waiting to be claimed. Fifth then is the Coil Shield. This tiny little bronze shield in the shape of a snake is quite the ornate design, and it boosts your immunity stat by a fair bit as well, just as a passive ability of the shield. But what really makes this thing special though is the unique skill, Viper Bite, which makes the bronze snake come to life and lash out forwards like a whip to bite people in an attempt to poison them. This thing is absolutely terrifying the first time that you wander into someone using it if you're not aware of it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I generally don't expect someone's tiny shield to come to life, turn into a 15-foot long snake and try to bite me from a distance. To use it, you need to have 10 strength as well as 10 dexterity, and to acquire it, you need to reach the volcano cave near the top of Mount Gelmir. From the 9th abandoned Mount Gelmir campsite, Site of Grace, head back across the bridge and then hug the wall on the left until you eventually reach the entrance of the volcano cave. Inside here, hug the right wall to find an entrance to another room. Drop off the ledge once, then turn around to go through to another passageway with some corpses and loot. The corpse on the left side holds the shield that you seek. Sixth up is the monk's Flamemace. This beautiful hammer in the shape of a living flame is just goddamn cool, okay? The skill on it is just the base kick skill, but it can be infused with Ashes of War, letting you customize the hell out of it while still having it look as beautiful as it does by default. As well, it does have a unique strong attack animation. It's not necessarily extremely strong, however, instead of bringing you from having a 2-hit strong attack combo, it makes you just have one attack that you repeat sort of forever, and it sort of combos with itself, so it could work, definitely. To use it for yourself, you need 13 strength and 13 dexterity. To acquire it for yourself, you'll have to farm any of the orange cloth-wearing flame monk enemies that are wielding this weapon themselves. There are a number of them near the Folly of the Lake Site of Grace in eastern Liurnia, a few by the Guardian's Garrison in the mountaintop of the Giants, and the most reliable spot that you can reset on a singular one is the Giant Conquering Hero's Grave at the top of the mountaintop of the Giants. Inside of here, just go to the left, down the stairs, kill them, and go back to the Grace to reset. 5 seconds for a kill, and you don't have to fast travel, which is important because it doesn't reset your consumables. On which note, while farming for items like this, you can make it more efficient by equipping any gear that gives you more of the arcane attribute, using the silver pickled fowl feat, which you can craft after finding the recipe in the smoldering church in the northwest of Caelid, and then also the silver scarab talisman, found in the hidden path to the Haligtree dungeon by dropping off of the landing in the main chamber to find an invisible floor, walking to the opening ahead, opening the illusion wall within that room, and then looting the chest that's behind it. With all of this, your item discovery stat will go up loads, and thus your chances of getting random drops as well. 7th then is the companion weapon to the Flamemace, the monk's Flameblade. Very similarly to the hammer, this is just an exceptionally beautifully crafted weapon, blade embodying the essence of a living flame in its shape. The default skill on it is the pretty standard spinning slash, however, like the mace, this weapon can be infused with an Ash of War, making it fully customizable and tailorable to your experience. Unfortunately, unlike the mace, it doesn't have a unique strong attack. To use it for yourself, you'll need to have 18 strength and 18 dexterity, and to acquire it for yourself, you'll need to find the much more rarer specific orange cloth wearing flame monk enemies that wear these swords. These are less easy to find, with the best consistent one also being in the Giant Conquering Hero's Grave that was mentioned before. From the Site of Grace, head to the left and then jump out of the window on the right. Take a left, and then in the corridor with the flame trap in an alcove to the right is the sword-wielding flame monk. Dispatch of him and any stragglers that you might have acquired along the way, and then fast travel back to the Site of Grace and repeat until you get lucky and have it drop for you. Finally today is going to be the Flowing Curved Sword, a blade designed to invoke the image of flowing water. This weapon looks pretty nice visually speaking, and the big thing of note is that it has a unique strong attack even relation to curved swords. Normally the curved sword strong attack is a double strike, but with this weapon it is a very exaggerated flourish of 3 strikes in nearly the same time frame, along with a very good looking animation and a very pretty chain to the second hit of the combo. The skill on the weapon is Spinning Slash, which is fairly standard, but like the last couple of weapons, it can be infused with any Ash of War of your choice that can fit the curved swords, making this an even more interesting choice as it has a particularly strong attack and customizability to be whatever you'd like it to be. And if you want to use it for yourself, you're going to need 9 strength and 17 dexterity, and to hold it in your own hands, travel to the inner consecrated snowfield Site of Grace, and then immediately southwest of you will be a caravan. Stop this caravan from moving by any means necessary, and then loot the chest at the back to find the flowing curved sword for your own use. And that just about covers it for today, everyone. I've been Cotton Dinosaur from Rage Gaming Videos, and this has been another collection of 8 weapons that you don't want to miss in Elden Ring. Are you going to be spinning in circles like a river or firing out snakes from your fist? Like if you like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.